So Hasse, as the HSE director for a major global developer, Ørsted, you're strongly involved in driving greater standardisation. What do you see as the key benefits of that?
I think standardization for us as a major player is key really to drive performance forward at the pace required, particularly on sort of a global agenda. Because you can say over the past years we have become somehow not used to operating, but I would say more standardized in operating in European waters. But definitely when we now start going outside the boundaries of sort of continental EU, it will become a challenge that new suppliers will come in and need to be brought up to the standard. I mean, our supply chain is 80-90% the same. However, still we need to work with new stakeholders, authorities, investors, JV partners, and it is a new modus. And standardization is key to succeed in those new markets.
Indeed. And in the context of the G+, Ørsted leads the APAC focal group, and you've been involved in setting up the new North America focal group. What's your perspective on those markets with respect to standardization?
Yeah, I think as already mentioned, definitely in the new markets we have a great challenge in terms of bringing up new immature suppliers up to expected standards. As I say, we have to a large scale the same sort of you can say group of suppliers working for us. However, particularly on the fabrication side, new manufacturers and fabricators are coming into the game. And again, we expect them, of course, to perform to the same standards across the industry as we are used to. I'll also say that from a procurement perspective, if we are able to standardize to the extent desired, we will be able to streamline and even looking at financially, I mean, optimizing procurement, because suppliers will know what we expect as an industry.
Indeed, and clearly that's not a straightforward task to bring global standards across the entire supply chain. What do you see as some of the main challenges around that?
I think, I mean, in terms of our, you can say, globalization journey, working outside known territories in Europe is definitely not a, you can say, one size fits all. So, for example, APAC, we see specifically for Taiwan as one example, authorities being extremely collaborative, even curious about how they can adopt actually our operating standards and transform that into legislation. Mm-hmm. Other operating areas will have challenges because, let's say, a market like the US, they are very experienced already and have their own modus operandi when it comes to both onshore and offshore works. And of course, for us, the standardization journey over there is much more around collaborating, engaging with the existing organization, and again, bringing sort of the wind industry up to one standardized flight level.
It's really interesting. Thank you.